Hello and welcome back to my gym, and the next update on selling all of this. This is part 4, and I have some, well, I think it's exciting news to share. This is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm pulling out all these super heavy dumbbells. Well, I say I'm pulling them out. I'm pulling them out to clean them so I can list them for sale. But honestly, they're so heavy. Some of them I can't drag out. I'll have to wait for someone to come in that's a bit stronger than me. If they will roll out, it's fine. But, oh, blimey. So, this exciting news is that, so this landlord owns 2 units here. This unit and one behind, which is a training centre for young people. And they're going to take the lease. And they're going to include a gym facility in here for the young people. So they've actually bought I think they've brought all of the pin loading machines, bar 2, because they've already been sold, and a couple of benches, the squat rack that was left because I'd already sold one, and the Olympic weight bar here. And so with them and the sales I've made already, I've actually not got that much left. I've sold this. So this is left to sell, the hack squat, and all of this is gone. I mean, and this all happened fairly quickly. That's gone, but these big ones, the impulse plate loaded machines, still to go. And then I have one cross trainer left, a spin bike, and one treadmill left. And these heavy weights that I'm trying to clean so I can list them. But what's more exciting is, so my lease ends in the middle of October, but their term starts on the 8th of September, and they want to be in by then. They actually wanted to come in on the 1st of September, but as I explained to them, I'm not closing my gym till the 31st of August, so I can't clear everything that same day. And now I've announced that's my last day. I can't then change that and bring it in any further forward. Plus, they don't want the mirrors, so I can't have other people in this building while mirrors have been taken down. I mean, that would be dangerous. So, if we could get everything done, and they could take over the lease by the 8th of September, I will be out much earlier, over a month earlier. So I'll be saving on rent, be saving on rates. I'm tied into an electricity contract, so I don't know what the penalties will be. And my phone, people are saying that I'm in contract when I'm not, because I specifically paid more, so I wasn't in contract. So we'll be battling with them. But what's left now is really to agree the dilapidations, and that's happening next week, but the surveyor's coming next week, and then it'll take a couple of weeks to write up his report, and then we'll see what these dilapidations are. But I've been, I know that under the lease I've got to redecorate this building, redecorate the walls, and so I've been making a start with that, but it's quite difficult when you have members still here. So I've been doing the studio, and I've been doing the men's, but I can only do a bit at a time, so the other morning I came in about 9 after people had been in the morning that would shower, and then I did the shower area and up to one of the cubicles. So there was still a cubicle, and then reopened it when I left in the evening. And I just have to do a bit because I have to cordon it off. I can't just do the whole lot and not let them in the changing rooms. So it's quite difficult. So I've been doing that. I've got a builder in helping me with certain things, like I need to take our signage down, the new people don't want the security grills, so they need to come down. He's been going around checking that the guttering's fine and the roof is fine, making sure that there's no maintenance issues outstanding. So other than redecorating and, I've still got a couple of things, to patch up. We're going to have to patch up when the mirrors come down. I'm going to have to pay a company to come and do it. So they will take them down and make the walls suitable for painting. So then we'll have to paint those. But I can't do that before. I'm trying to get as much done as I can while we're still open without being too much of a nuisance to my members. And then, of course, no one can collect the equipment until the 1st of September. So as much as I'd like to say to them I could go on the 1st of September, that's not going to happen. But we're going to go as fast as we can. So that is exciting news. That's very exciting because that's, them coming in and taking a bulk of the machines has really sort of helped a lot. And they are taking the floor in. And the only problem is they do keep changing their minds a bit. And I keep saying to them, look, you can't say you're having something and then tell me later on you're not, because I could have sold it. And so I'm going to have to be a bit strict with them, I think. Because this morning they changed their minds on some of the mirrors. And I was like, oh, now I've got to go and get that re-quoted for again. It's a bit frustrating. And how the landlord has sort of set it up is that I'll get my schedule of dilapidations and then I negotiate with them which ones they're going to take on and which ones I'm going to do or pay for. And so I kind of think that they might be hoping they get everything free because they'll be able to stack it against dilapidation. But I'll decorate my building myself then if that's the case. And they just won't get in when they need to. Yeah. But yeah. I'm not nervous about the dilapidations, but I feel a battle coming on. Like there's a dent, not a dent, but in the roof area over there above the shutter, it kind of dips a bit. Now, when we moved in, the landlord was supposed to fix that, and I do have that in writing. And he deemed that to be fixed. I don't know if you can see it or not. And that was his responsibility. I mean, it doesn't look any different to how it was when I put it on there to be fixed. I mean, it's a bloody mess. We've had to put up with that blooming mess all the time we've been here. So if they try and put that one on me, I should be pulling out that piece of paper, that's for sure. And I'm not going to take any blooming nonsense on this. Like I say, my builder's already been up there and it keeps raining though, but he does go up there and make sure that everything has been, it's fine. So I'm not worried. And if he tries to pull one, I shall fight it. And that will hold everything up. Yeah. Anyway, has anyone else experienced dilapidations and, my landlord keeps threatening me with like £80,000 or something. 80,000 for what? For a lick of paint? Gotta be kidding me. Anyway, that's where we are. So quite exciting news. So I'll keep pushing to sell these last bits. But my son said, if the worst comes to the worst and these impulse ones have not sold by the time we have to go, I did not realise these can be flat packed. And he said he'll just flat pack them and store them somewhere until he opens a gym or does something in the future. Anyway, I thought I would share that exciting news because there's a new tenant. I mean, a bit of a waste of time me talking to all these other people that wanted a gym when I didn't know that they were interested. But still, it's good news. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all soon. Ciao.